Hello everyone, meteorologist Hutch Johnson. We have some flakes flying, some showers of rain pushing through the valley. I'll have details on what you can expect not only for tonight, but through the weekend ahead as more rain is in your forecast, and a look at the latest road conditions and flakes flying from across the region. It all gets started right now.
Now, a Hutch's weather update with Chief Meteorologist Hutch Johnson, brought to you by Robert Gibb and Sons.
All right, we start with your headlines. You providing pictures, you providing a lot of even video clips of what we had going on across the area. David Martinson capturing this today. Set this video in motion in the Cullum area. First of all, you see that it's covering streets, not just the grassy areas out there. And as we put this into motion, what a scene indeed. And then the slow motion. These flakes are floating down on the deck. Look at the size of Hutch Johnson's face almost. Well, at least my fist. Thanks, David, for uploading your photos and video clip for today. And I want to throw out a happy birthday to this young fella here. Sherry Barsky celebrating 10 years of, well, birthday day for little old Larry here. Larry is 10 years old today, and it's also his gotcha day. What a special pup, and happy birthday to you. All right, thanks so very much. If you have photos to share of measurements of snow in your area, I advise you go ahead and upload them right here. You share them with everybody across the region. And here is a look then at what we have going on with regards to our current conditions across the area. We're going to start with a look at that radar, and here we go. The radar is showing that we do still have some scattered showers working their way through as we head into the evening hours, showing up here mostly as rain at this particular time, moving up towards Grand Forks and spreading down into parts of Lakes Country, central Otter Tail County and southwestern Becker County, not far from, say, the Highway 108 corridor just off to the east of Pelican Rapids there, Vergas, and toward Detroit Lakes. So pushing up towards Cormorant. This is all drifting northward fairly slowly at this hour, crossing north of Highway 200. Rain showers are pushing through. But again, recent reports showing, as we take a quick peek at the North Dakota Department of Transportation cameras here, that it's not all rain that has fallen across the area. Now, we do have wet roads reported in blue. We'll remind you how that looks to basically read one of these maps again. It's been a while since we've worried about road conditions. Today, we had snow, partially snow-covered roads. Check this out as we go down into that Cullum area and places south of Jamestown. We still have some areas here with some mighty white roads. This is Gackle. Look at that still, after the snow had fallen there in the ditches, still covering the area. Unbelievable out there. So basically south central and portions of southeast North Dakota still seeing some white roads. Wishick, you got a very, very healthy dose of nice snow melting water over the fields there as this system worked its way through. Now, as we look in on Valley City, as this system crossed over the Oriska area, just wet roads there. But north and along Highway 200, you see we have some blue areas here. Check this out. We did get a couple areas in Glenfield, for instance, with a dash of snow to set the stage for the season for you. And then as we take a look a little bit farther, let me see here. Was looking up a little bit earlier. Let's look up by New Rockford. I think it was just wet in New Rockford. Yep, looking wet in New Rockford. And as we take a look down to your south and to your west, we have some interesting, here they are, interesting, neat little rows of clouds out there. Those clouds caused by some breaking up of the stratiform layer across the area. So that's the Bowden area, by the way. Okay, so again, if you get into these areas with those areas with the snow showers on the road, make sure that you take it just a little bit easy. Now, here is a look at looking for questions to see. You can always drop a question on Hutch's Weather here. Let me know whether you do have any. Laura, good to see you on board once again. Kathy, hi to you. And thanks so much, Shirley, for joining from Moorhead, Minnesota. As we move through. Nathan, it's always a pleasure to have you on board as well. Now let's get right back to what's going on presently with a look at our current conditions. We showed you the radar, and most of this system now pushing up to the north in the form of rain showers. Here, let's get the big picture, shall we, as we take a look at the entirety of our region, and then we'll get back into our forecast. So the region shows showers and even a few flakes of snow out in the mountains of Montana and Washington. Out to the east, well, Minnesota and Minneapolis seeing a band of some heavier showers, and the far east showing some unsettled weather as well. So most of the nation quiet. We got this little weather hiccup working its way through, a weather wiggle, I like to call it, through our area right now. Temperatures, here's a look at those. It's been a cool day across the area as we take a look at Fargo. The digits here as they pop up: 39, 34 Jamestown, 41 for Devil's Lake. And look at this: Waskish 43, International Falls 37, 37 degrees as well in St. Cloud, Minneapolis. A little warmer at those mid 40s right now from Rochester through the Twin Cities, and the 50s and 60s suppressed all the way south into the I-90 corridor near Mitchell and the Corn Maze out there. West of Sioux Falls, where it is 57 degrees. Out in Montana, we have Billings at 54 degrees and 52 here in Glendive, and up in the northeast corner up there, hey, how about Plentywood? Checking in with 50-degree weather right now. So the coldest weather right here where the snow fell, and that batch is now pushing up north, the moisture that is, and it's warm enough for rain as we head into the evening hours. Now, your forecast. Let's get right to it. Let's set this puppy in motion, and this is what we're going to see with regards to our forecast for the evening. The showers will continue to push north as we go through the evening. Now, as we get into the dark hours here, we could see a few more flakes mixing in. So if you're in Park Rapids, Clearwater County, even up into parts of Pennington and Red Lake counties, we could see a couple of you seeing a few showers of snow or some snowflakes mixing in. I'm not expecting anything too heavy as we go through. Now, zooming in, again, the Highway 2 corridor right through Fosston, Bemidji, and out towards Deer River, while regionally it remains pretty quiet. Now, mostly cloudy skies is the rule on this, but I think the model's overdoing it here. I think we'll see a nice little bit of clearing behind the system as we start our Saturday at 7 in the morning. Just spotty sprinkles left, and that's it. Should be a pretty fair and quiet day here on Saturday as we go through, with a few peaks of sunshine. Late in the day, here comes another wave of showers. This could come with a rumble of thunder as well in Sisseton and points in South Dakota and southern Minnesota. That pushes mainly up into Minnesota as we go into Sunday morning. So late Saturday night into Sunday morning, there'll be a chance for some scattered showers of rain pushing through as our next weather-making system pushes its way into the area. So here's a look at rainfall with our system today, and what we've seen across the area looks like this. Where you see the blues here, that's where we had some measurable moisture. How about 3100ths as we look down south, not far from you folks in the Wishick area, and then out towards Emmons County, almost a tenth of an inch. So between a tenth and 3/10 of an inch as a rule, that little wet system that put the white on the roads pushed its way through. And along that South Dakota border is where things were just a little bit heavier. Fargo, by the way, measuring in at 5/100ths of an inch so far. So nothing too juicy there with regards to the precipitous precipitation falling down in our fields as we head into the evening tomorrow morning. Here's a look at your temperatures to go along with the breaks in the clouds here and there. It looks like we'll see 30s out there for most of us as we begin our day. And that's largely in part to the clouds that we'll have. So we'll sneak down into those 30s, a few 20s out to the west and south where we'll have a better chance at seeing those clouds break up. And those showers of rain and snow will be pushing into the arrowhead of Minnesota. Nothing too heavy on the snow side of things. And then look at the warmth pushing into northern South Dakota. So if you're in Aberdeen, a 61-degree snapshot temperature on your Saturday at 5 p.m. And, well, there's a lot of things going on across the region as we head outdoors. This particular weekend, we've got everything from playoff football to, well, you just name it, outdoor leaf viewing, and I suppose just outdoor enjoyment. 40s for a few of us to near 50, and that's it. All in all, it looks like a quiet day wind-wise. Increasing clouds late, and late into the nighttime hours, we'll have that next chance of precipitation. Okay, so scattered showers late Saturday into Sunday. Clouds, showers are likely. 40s for most of the area as we go into our Sunday. And then that system's out of here as we go into Monday morning. 51 degrees as we rebound, just a pinch. On your Wednesday, it looks like temperatures will start cooling down a little bit, and heading into the end of our first full work week in November, looks like we'll get to near 50 degrees once again for late in the week on Thursday and Friday with just some breezy conditions. But other than that, little bit above average as we head into the late week. So that's a look at your forecast. I'm meteorologist Hutch Johnson. It's a pleasure serving you. And again, I would encourage you to upload your photos, your measurements of rainfall across the area to hutchesweather.com. Remember the interactive radar on hutchesweather.com. Anytime, anywhere you can zoom in that radar to your location and take a peek at what the weather looks like in your neck of the woods. Here is that radar right now showing the batches of showers pushing their way across into Minnesota, with the national view showing a whole lot of quiet for most of the nation, with the exception of Vancouver, British Columbia, seeing some heavy showers. And that is indeed a little bit of snow. Oh, let's not forget about Alaska. And in and around Valdez to Anchorage, some snow showers have been reported in that area as well. Meteorologist Hutch Johnson on this Friday evening. I hope you enjoy and have a wonderful evening. I'll be back with an update a little later tonight. But until then, stay well.